You know that good things take time. And in this video, I'm going to detail nutrition. Why do I bring up good things take time? Because nutrition is one of these compounding factors fundamental to, I don't care what area it is, business, personal, your spiritual development. The clearer you are internally, your gut is your second brain. I'm sure you've heard that somewhere. And they're telling you the truth when you hear that. There are so many sensors within your gut. And the point is that nutrition is so fundamental to your level of success in any area of your life. So here, I'm going to take some time to break down how and what you need to do to improve your nutrition, to build the physique you want, to have the clarity, to be spiritually mindful, and to become your best in business. So you start with something big picture, a long-term vision, and you slowly chip away at that vision. To make that happen, you have to be capable, which you all are. Everyone is. It's just, do you want to put in the effort? Are you seeing the value in turning the vision into practical steps? Because if you see the value, you will execute. And what it comes down to is you have this broad thing. It's far, it's big, it's vast. And you know it's valuable to you if you're aligned with your intuition, listening to your heart for your vision rather than an underdeveloped ego. For example, younger Justin, his vision, it was still similar, but the reasons behind the vision were different. Younger Justin said, rich, cars, ladies, so I could smoke weed all day and do nothing. Just not the right inspiration behind it. And mature Justin looks at it and says, when I take care of myself, I'm able to help others. So I can't share what I don't have. Therefore, it is a priority to reach the freedom, location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. Not so I could say, look at my car, look at my lady, I'm better than you. That's younger Justin. The wrong reasons. Your mature self will have healthy, ethical, and these reasons are going to be founded within something whole, within your heart, within a urge to better yourself so that your better self shows up and helps other people, or in some way makes the world better. So many different avenues to go down. And so we start on nutrition and we're here now. What causes me to make this tangent? It's this fundamental truth that what you eat, you develop into. Your cells literally are created different according to what you put into your mind and your body. So if you want to become the best version of yourself, you're going to see that connection between, I should be fueling myself with the highest quality food and mental information. Else, I'm going to be a bit unintentional, a bit confused, foggy, and your decision-making process will be unclear due to the fog within your mind. And the clearer you get via habits, nutrition, I call a habit, other habits that I talk about in all my videos that lead you to clarity. See, personally, I think that clarity is the priority, because when you're not clear, like I say, your decision-making process falls off. You're making decisions every moment, whether it's, I open up the fridge, what do I eat? The more time you waste on very simple decisions like, what do I eat? And see, at one level, I say it's simple, but on another level, if you zoom in, it's more than simple. it does get complicated, especially when our school systems lack the education on the nutritional front. They feed you bullshit. They fed me bullshit. I didn't know it was bullshit. Then eventually I learned, that's bullshit. So, point being, a simple, very practical way to enhance the quality, the clarity of your mind is to simplify the ingredients that enter your body. Dry roasted almonds should have salt and, well, they're dry roasted, so no oils. Point is, the example that I love, the rule of thumb, to work with a short ingredient list. If you're going to have crackers, I have this cracker that I like a lot. It's called the matzo, and it's water, salt, and one other ingredient. 3 ingredients. My rule of thumb is less than 5 ingredients, you're pretty good. You want to avoid things like lecithins, which are emulsifiers. They're these links which are not necessary. Like, they put a lot of things into food which are not needed, which blows my mind. For example, chocolate should be like 3 ingredients, not 20. And when you're looking on those ingredients, even if it's 3, you want to make sure that if there's an oil, it's olive oil or coconut oil. You do not want the other oils because for the most part, they were not cold pressed. They were heated. And when you heat them, it's an unnecessary process. It's not something that is meant to be occurring. So I don't need to go too in depth, but the point is 2 oils, coconut oil, olive oil, rule of thumb, less than 5 ingredients. And when you're eating your meats, you want to make sure that they were not fed corn and soy and whatever else, grain, GMO. That's not it. Cows are meant to graze on grass, big pastures, free range chickens, free range pastures for cows. So that's just quite practical information that you can apply. One more tip I would say is after you eat, I know it's not always possible, but it's a beautiful habit to go for a walk after you eat. Effortless, because you're not running, you're not lifting, you're just walking. You don't got to speed walk. Just look at the leaves, look at the sky, be present, educate yourself with a podcast, talk to someone you care about, something of that nature. You're multitasking. You're speeding up your digestive system. After you eat healthy food, you feel good. It's just like win, 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 win. What I like a lot is subtract, then replace. You don't just start eating healthy. You audit your current nutritional structure. You take an honest look and you break down everything that you're consuming on a consistent daily basis or every other day, things that you're consuming frequently. And one place that I would go is a 90 to 10 rule. You don't have to be perfect. You can have these oils if it's rare, if it is that 10%. So for me personally, I don't even like to have certain things as the 10% because I realize, wait, it just makes me feel bad. So why would I put that in my system? But it surely took me a bit to learn, to recognize, to become aware, to be willing to admit that, oh, I'm eating these things and they're directly influencing how I feel and they're creating a feeling which I would not like to be sitting in. So if you're in the middle, if you're transitioning, you don't have to be a saint. Like, it took me a bit to get to this point where I'm just like, I have no interest in the things that I used to love. Oreos and goldfish, I could destroy those, but not anymore. It's just not good. That's all I have to say on that front. Like, there are certain foods that lead you to feel a certain way. And once you've had enough of that feeling, like pain is telling you something, sadness, whatever it is, fear, jealousy, these uncomfortable emotions, these low frequency emotions, they're there for a reason. The universe put them into the mind, the consciousness, for a reason. And that is because these uncomfortable emotions are signs, they are feedback, they are telling us that we are meant to be adjusting, that our actions are creating these feelings, and therefore you have to change your actions. So the feedback loop is something that I would have loved to have been taught earlier in my life. And essentially, something along the lines of, you have certain feelings. Your feelings are going to lead you to act in a certain way. Your actions are going to create certain thoughts within your mind. And then the thought process starts the new feedback loop, leading back into thoughts go to feelings, and feelings go to actions, actions go to thoughts. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So if you want to break the loop, if you want to create a change, you have to start probably with your actions. And then you're going to realize, oh, wait, when I eat healthy, when I work out, when I meditate, when I go to bed on time, when I wake up on time, when I do things of this nature, I feel better. Oh, okay. So do I want to feel bad or do I want to feel better? Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to act in a certain way. See, this stuff is not rocket science, but at the same time, the psyche, the mind is tricky because an underdeveloped ego, which is your sense of self, when your ego is underdeveloped, you're not aware of the feedback loops. You're not aware of how simple everything that I'm saying is because it's nuanced, it's complicated, and it's deep, but it's also simple. So this is yin yang. This is the oceans go in, the oceans go out. This is, we have the sun, we have the darkness. There needs to be opposite ends of the spectrum because if you didn't have pain and uncomfortable emotion, you would not know what bliss is. You would not know what a feeling of gratitude is. So that's why the universe is created in this way, because you need both ends of the spectrum to appreciate things. And don't ask me like, Justin, I did not create this thing. But the point is, it's intriguing when you look a bit deeper, you start to realize, wow, this thing, this game that we're playing, it's paradoxical, it's tricky. And it's not black and white. It's not yes or no. There are so many small nuances. And you see, we start at nutrition, but this is much bigger than nutrition. Don't feel overwhelmed. I'll give you sort of a guideline, a structure. First of all, like I said at the beginning, good things take time. So you do not need to be in a rush. Rather, focus on sustainable intensity. Push yourself each day. Make the adjustments. But realize you're at the right place right now, wherever you're at, however you feel, whoever you are, whatever financial position you're in. You are at the right place at the right time, meaning that if you're on this video, it's not a coincidence. If you've been able to get from the beginning to here, that's not a coincidence. You're meant to be hearing this. And you have the power to become what you want to become. Here, I'm just giving you one puzzle piece. And it's not even a puzzle. It's more like an enjoyable process. Something about a puzzle feels a bit like work. This is not work. The development of yourself is something that is inevitable. Either you realize the value in becoming someone who you can respect and you commit to that journey, or you sit in the pain of regret and asking what if for the rest of your life. So the fact that you're here, you're interested in education, that's the first step. So be grateful, be proud of yourself. Proud's not my favorite word, but you have the courage to admit that you don't know everything. That's what I want to tell you. And that is a beautiful thing. Das ist schön. That is beautiful German. Point is that Nobody can do this work for you. So don't rush yourself. Don't get mad at wherever you're at. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay to be who you are, where you are. It might not be okay to stay that way. If you're not pleased, if you can't look in the mirror and respect your physique, your financial position, your spiritual wisdom, that is just a sign. It's a sign that your actions are going to change. So practically, what I would say is you need to create your vision. You don't need to, but I think it would be valuable. And just start big, listen to your heart, follow your natural curiosities. What's your vision? Vision for your mind, vision for your body, vision for your spirit. How do you create this vision? Mosquito or something. How do you create this vision? You need clarity. And that's why I'm touching on nutrition, because your gut is your second brain. And if you want a clear mind, it's linked. So you follow those practical things that I've listed, I guarantee you get more clear. And with clarity, I promise you, life's going to start working for you. Nothing's going to happen to you. Because the more clear you become, the more mindful you become if you meditate. And when you become more mindful, you're going to catch yourself. When you catch yourself, you're going to realize, that thing that I labeled as bad, that person that did this to me, you're going to realize, that was a lesson, and that was a lesson. And I needed that experience. Whatever the uncomfortable thing may be, crash car, girl cheats, whatever, tornado takes away your home. I hope that doesn't happen. But the point is, there's a lens. And when you're clear and you're mindful, you have the ability to reframe. You can look at situations from two different angles. The angle changes what you see. If I look at my car from under the car, it looks totally different from if I'm looking at my car in the car, or if I'm looking at the car from the side, whatever. You get my point. So you change what you see by becoming more mindful. And if you're a guy or a lady who wants to get into better physical shape, like to create a body, you look in the mirror and you're like, good muscle, good lean. You got the balance going on. My top tips would be, number one, understand the difference in quality of cholesterol. You cannot gain muscle without cholesterol. It's the building block. And it's the building block to testosterone. I lost my word for a moment. I was like, the building block to, I'm back. But the point is, not all cholesterol is the same. Cholesterol from grass-finished beef, 100% grass-fed, much different from cholesterol coming from a cow, factory farmed, fed corn and soy, GMO grains. You can almost imagine it. Just think, cow, green fields, friends, sun, doing whatever, happy cow. Then you have cow, dark, close to everything else, scary machine sounds going on all day in the factory, fed bullshit. It's going to fuel you like bullshit. So not all cholesterol is the same. Cholesterol from McDonald's chicken nuggets, different from cholesterol from the initial source I listed, the happy cow. So that's number one, cholesterol. It matters what the source is. Number two would be to consume at least 0.7, 3/4 of a gram of protein per pound of body weight. For example, I weigh between like 165, 175. I'm aiming to get to 185, maybe 200 down the road. Patience. But the point is that when you consume the right amount of protein that is quality protein, you're going to gain muscle as long as you're moving, you have an active lifestyle, and you're training, whether it's running. I like to do a mix. Right now I'm in more of a business phase, so I've like dialed back a bit. But I've been doing 30 minutes of boxing, 30 minutes of lifting a day, like 5 or 6 days a week. That does me well. So that's like a beautiful foundation. You consume not many ingredients. The food you eat has short list. You stay away from those terrible oils. You prioritize coconut and olive oil. You consume your body weight in protein from good sourced protein, and you train. You're going to become clear, confident, and capable of respecting yourself. And that's priceless. Everyone, every lady, every man deserves to look in the mirror and respect themselves. There's going to be uncomfortable emotions, moments. And that's why I bring up the mindfulness. That's why I touched on reframing. Because, even with the clarity, the physique, the financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, all of this beautiful stuff, I can guarantee you're still going to have emotions. You're a human. I'm a human. We're beings, but we're still humans. So that leads us to, you have your clarity and you have your mindfulness, you're unstoppable, truly. So if you've liked the things which I've spoke about today, if you feel as if the way that I articulate or the things that I know or share are valuable, I am working with people, not everyone, of course, but one-on-one with people who are sincere about this, who are willing to invest in themselves, who know that they want to become something better than they are now, and they're just not exactly sure how to do it. My offer is composed of the focus on the 3 pillars of mind, body, and spirit. So I'll toss a link in description if you're interested at all. I shoot your shot, because think about it like this. We hop on a call absolutely free. Worst thing that happens, we get off the call and we had a good time. Best thing that happens is you're linked up with someone who truly cares about you, who is going to guarantee that you get where you want to be. So let me know. Hope this was valuable. If it was, I'd appreciate it deeply if you share it with a friend who is interested in this. Let them know what you got from it, why you shared it, things of that nature. And deeply appreciate you. Sincerely, wirklich, sincerely in German. Tschüss, bye in German.